CNN Business News Network.
His Excellency, Mayor John Tory returns to the live drive. Now, here's your host, Ryan Doyle, on News Talk 1010.
Good Thursday afternoon. Yes, he is back. Toronto's Mayor John Tory is here in the hot seat for his regular visit. It's nice to have you. Nice to see you.
Nice to be here. How are you doing?
Fantastic. Yeah, it's hot enough for you? It's quite hot out there.
I was out at that Habitat for Humanity build in Scarborough this morning, and honest to God, it was, you know, I guess it's because you're on a kind of a dry piece of land, you're right in the sun, and it just felt like, we can never complain about this, because, I mean, in February we don't complain about this, but it was really hot, because it was humid, too.
Yeah, I saw you out there with your hard hat on, doing some good work. And
Well, I'm trying my best. I mean, they're never going to make me into, what's the guy's name that does the, the home run?
Mike Holmes?
Mike Holmes.
Yeah.
Never going to make me into Mike Holmes. It's not even worth trying. But having said that, it's a great cause, and they're building 60 homes out there, and it's going to make a lot of families happy, and it's just Habitat is a great organization.
Yeah, I actually saw some of the kids interviewed that were out there today who said, you know, listen, I don't even have a bedroom right now.
Mm-hmm.
And they were looking at the floor plans, and you could see how big their eyes grew as they looked at where their new bedroom was.
And people may not know, they have a mortgage. Like, this is a hand-up, not a handout. They have a mortgage, they have to work 500 hours in their own house, and so on and so on. They pay the taxes, and so it's, it's not something where they're getting like a free house. It's just something where they're getting a house at a much more affordable price because it's got a lot of free labor, it's got a lot of free materials that are donated by corporations. It's a really great thing.
Let's talk about building. Building something a little different here in the city of Toronto. Yesterday I supported the idea. I thought it was great vision. I actually described it yesterday as the best idea I've heard in this city in the last 3 decades. I'm talking, of course, about the park that you traveled yesterday.
What happened today?
Well, here's some of the callers yesterday. This is a park that would stretch, 21 acres, would stretch from Bathurst Street all the way to basically where the Rogers Center is.
That's right.
And here's some of the callers. As positive as I was yesterday about this idea, not everybody shares the positivity.
All this money, you could build an entire subway line to the city. I know I'm sounding like Rob Ford here, but this is another thing of, oh my God, something below King Street isn't being fulfilled. The rest of the city can go F itself.
Yes, I think it's the dumbest idea in the world. The government can't figure out enough ways to steal our money. We have to do furloughs. We have to do this. We have to do that.
Bury the Gardner Expressway and then build a long over it.
Did you?
Yeah, it's going to cost a lot of money. But 10 years from now, you'll have a city that's worth showing.
What do you see after that?
Well, first, which I agree with, that we have to be sort of a city that we can be proud of and is very livable. And the Irish, we have, for better or for worse, and these decisions were all taken before my time, built dozens and dozens and dozens of condominiums, which are today home for tens of thousands of people living downtown. It's a great thing for the city because our downtown is alive. Americans and others who visit notice that. We have not done a good job, notwithstanding, by the way, that we collect money from all those developments for market. And when people, including lots of families, are living in condos, they don't have a backyard. They don't have a front yard. They have no yard. And so their yard is a public park. And I think it is irresponsible for us to have, in some of the
saying, another thing to the King Street and whatnot. Where they live, they probably have lots of parks because we've done much better. This is the most park-efficient neighborhood in the entire city. And I think we have to remedy that. I think it's wrong. And I think that this is the best way to do it in a way where you don't go out and buy little pieces of land and create pet. But you create a park you can be proud of. Come back to the last caller's comment. One that visitors will come to see, and so on. So I stand behind the idea 100%. And the vast majority, by the way, of the response I've had to today has been overwhelmingly positive. I don't know who those soreheads were that called your show.
Where did this, take me through this. Where did the idea come from? Are you sitting around on the couch one day and you think, this would be a great place for a park? Or take me through that.
No, it's been discussed several times over the years, both because we need parkland downtown, which we didn't need as much years ago when it was first discussed. I think the original derivation of it was